can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
You're listening to Pod at the Palace with Curtis Wilkerson on Inside Arkansas.
And welcome in, everybody, to our Selection Sunday watch along. Curtis Wilkerson joined by John Neighbors and Andrew Ellis with Inside Arkansas, where we are here anxiously awaiting the fate of the Arkansas Razorbacks. And by fate, we mean where are they seated, who are they playing, and where the heck are they going for March Madness? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I told John before we got started here, I'm nervous, man. I've got the butterflies, I've got the nerves going. Not because I don't think Arkansas is going to get in or anything like that, but this is an exciting time. I didn't realize, I don't think, I've kind of said it, how much I missed this exact feeling last year. It's good to be back here. I'm excited to see where we're going. I know John has one particular destination very much in mind. But man, this is exciting times. It's good to be back in the mix for the Razorbacks here.
Yeah, it really is. And, I'm stressed out just about, knowing that, because we're going to be there no matter what. It's just a matter of, it's such a weird thing because no other walk of life, I feel like, are you just sitting here and it's like we could be in Wichita on Wednesday, or we could be in Providence, Rhode Island, or we could be in Seattle. Like, we have no clue where we're going to end up. But let's just hope that it ends up being great for Arkansas. But yeah, I love March Madness. It's the best, man. It's one of the most fun things you can ever have. And, throughout all the different channels here and just get you in your feels, buzzer beaters, Cinderella stories. And it all starts today with Selection Sunday. So I'm pumped. I'm excited. I'm glad Arkansas is back in it. Just can't wait to see how they get screwed and how people will complain. And we're all just going to be complaining about it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be awesome.
I mean, March Madness is always a fun time for sports fans, no matter what. There's a lot of people nationally who probably don't watch college basketball a ton, but even they get up for this time of year. And so when your team's not in this mix, like you said, Curtis, we miss that feeling. When you're not in the tournament, this is kind of a bummer of a Sunday evening, actually. You're watching it. I mean, you're still excited to fill out your brackets, but you're sitting here watching all these teams that you either played or teams that you watched, and you're seeing, oh, so-and-so's got a good draw. Man, I wish we were in this tournament. And it's just kind of a sucky feeling, a feeling that we're, frankly, not that used to these last several years. Really happy to be back in this mix. I feel sorry for all the losers who were convinced by the national media that Arkansas has something to worry about. And so they spent this whole weekend stressed. I have not spent this weekend stressed, but Curtis, you said you were anxious. I'm anxious right now, but mostly because the Arkansas Razorbacks in Oxford, the baseball Razorbacks, are nose deep into an absolute slugfest war, rubber match of a series finale at Ole Miss. And so I've got there's a lot going on right now. Let's just say that there's a lot going on in the world, but we wouldn't want it any other way here at Inside Arkansas.
That's right. Well, you are the king of multitasking, so I have no doubt that you're going to be able to keep us informed on the happenings of baseball. And I just kind of hope that this baseball game wraps up with a win, of course, before Arkansas is announced, because I feel like a lot of people are going to be in the same situation. Selection Sunday, it's a huge deal, but man, this is the SEC, conference opener. You're trying to win a series on the road. It's crunch time. It's a battle out there. I hope people got the split screen thing kind of figured out, because there's a lot of Razorback going on here today. But yeah, we're about just over 5 minutes until the start of the selection show. So we're going to be here in real time reacting with you guys to everything that's going on. And we figure out what the deal is with the Hogs. We will, act accordingly and react accordingly. And we'll see exactly what that means. But allegedly, John has a plan where obviously we can't show the actual selection show while we're here, kind of like our watch parties, that we have for the games. But we might be able to get a real-time bracket filled out, updated situation, I guess, going on here on our screen, if the technology cooperates for John here. So basically what I'm saying is if it doesn't work, it's his fault.
Yep, exactly. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. So basically what it's going to look like is we got this little thing right here, and it's reports say that this fills out in real time. So we'll be able to follow along, and you'll be able to see it visually, which I'm sure it'll go perfectly fine and work perfectly, because that's just how my luck is all the time. But either way, we're going to have fun with that. And I know we've talked about it, but we're also going to do an Inside Arkansas bracket challenge with everybody on ESPN.com. We'll send out links and give details on that, where the winner gets some sweet prizes and some awesome stuff So everybody's gonna be filling out brackets. Make sure you fill out one with us here at Inside Arkansas. So we'll have that and those details later tonight and into tomorrow's show. And I think we decided too, guys, that on tomorrow's show of Inside Arkansas Live, in the more of the second half, us three are going to come together and we're going to have our own one bracket of Inside Arkansas. Not, I'm sure we'll have a bunch of other brackets too, but an official Inside Arkansas bracket that we'll fill out and have some fun with too.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. It's going to be kind of interesting to see how this selection show is going to be because you never know when your team's going to get announced. I mean, obviously, you kind of know what seed they might be, so you know when to kind of be on the lookout. But like Arkansas could be in the first region they announce, could be in the second, could who knows? So we might have 45 minutes to fill here before we find out where Arkansas is going, or we might find out very soon and then be sitting here, kind of shooting the shit, planning our trip to insert destination. And I wasn't nervous coming in, but I now am kind of nervous because there's just a lot on the line in terms of travel that I'm trying not to think about, but it's in the back of my brain.
Yeah, no, I feel you, man. And to your point about the way that they kind of reveal the bracket there, if I'm understanding right, based on what I'm looking at, if Arkansas is going to Cleveland, for example, like we've seen quite a few times, they might get announced in that first quadrant, like that first bracket they reveal. If it's Lexington, which we've also seen a lot, they might be literally the very last game announced in this entire thing because it's that bottom right. It's the bottom right section of the bottom right bracket. And that's usually, I guess, kind of the order they go in. So you're right. Like we could know in, 10 minutes from now, and then we can just react and have a lot of fun with this. And you already know how people are going to be. If we get to that final bracket and you haven't seen Arkansas's name yet, people, probably including me at that point, are going to be tripping balls big time.
Yep. It's going to be so frustrating, like just absolutely frustrating to see, Arkansas and where they could, like the potential matchups, which, you got to win game one, that's always the thing. And it always frustrates me anytime I'm like, oh man, this draw in the second round, they're like, hey, we got to win game one first. I'm like, I know, but you got a certain matchup where if you do win game one, you're only going to play one of two teams in that next one. And since Arkansas is going to be a lower seed, odds are that they're going to play a really good team in the next round if they make it to that point. So, we're going to have to see how it plays out. And guys, I know everyone knows this, but the amount of SEC teams that's going to be in this NCAA tournament, the odds are not just Arkansas, but other SEC teams playing each other in the second round is pretty likely. So there may be a few of those teams that are going to be pretty pissed that they got to face a team that they just faced a couple weeks ago. So that's going to be fascinating too, to see how many SEC teams make it and how many of them will potentially be matched up early in the NCAA tournament.
Y'all think Texas is going to get left out?
I hope. It'd be funny.
I hope they do, because it would just be the repeat. By the way, if Texas does get left out, I'm not letting anyone convince me the SEC tournament means anything.
Yeah.
If Texas doesn't make it, this is the official end of the SEC tournament. By the way, I don't want to make this a whole quasi baseball, basketball stream here, but I do just feel the need to update folks that Arkansas is in business in the top of the ninth inning. They gave up the lead in the bottom of the eighth in a very stupid way. They got runners on first and second now to start the inning. Nobody out. What could go wrong?
Yeah. Sure it'll go well. Sure it'll go well. Oh man. Yeah. But I'm pumped. I'm pumped for this.
Yeah. It's almost time.
Yeah.
What do we think? How do we feel? 10 seed? I think it's 10.
I say 10.
10 seed.
Yeah, I think they're going to get a 10. I wouldn't be stunned if they wind up getting 11. I would be stunned if they wound up getting an 11 and went to Dayton though. Yeah. I won't crash out, but I'll vent heavily if that happens. But yeah, I think I'm kind of feeling a 10 here. We'll see where they wind up. But man, I got to tell you, I just keep over and over and over. And if folks listen to the pod at the Palace this morning, they heard me talk about it. But I feel like every other bracket I look at, it's Arkansas and St. Mary's, man. Arkansas and St. Mary's. Arkansas and St. Mary's. Seen a lot of Gonzaga here today. Seen a lot of Kansas here today. So, we'll see. By the way, we're live. Like the selection show, we're starting. We're getting this thing rolling. So, and shout out to Greg Gumbel. Little tribute there for him here at the beginning, which is it's sad, man. It's really not going to be the same watching this without him.
Yeah, he's a staple, man. He's a staple like that. Just that voice, and you mentioned some of the nostalgia earlier, John, and like Gumbel's a part of that big time. So it is going to be a little weird.
Yeah, it's like Gumbel. The theme music to CBS and college basketball, and then of course one shining moment, the cheesiest song that everybody loves at the end. The ball is tipped. just so cringe. But it just means so much. And I'm glad there's been so many times that they could have screwed with this. I know they're trying to expand it, but at least that's one thing they haven't screwed too much with is the sights and sounds of college basketball in the NCAA tournament.
Yes, 100%.
Oh,
Here we go.
Can't wait.
My heart rate's up a little bit.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah. The
Feels
nips
good,
are
man.
hard, man. The nips are hard.
Imagine being Adam Zucker and just having to take over this chair.
I couldn't.
That's a big ask.
Yeah, talk about the the guy replacing the guy. I mean, this is more difficult than Mark Pope trying to replace Cal. It's brutal, man. It ain't easy.
Hey, shout out to Clark Kellogg, NBA 2K legend.
Ah, yes.
Also, if they're saying anything notable, someone's gonna have to let me know. I'm watching with zero sound for obvious reasons.
I have
don't
it
know if
very
y'all
low.
have
I can't
sound.
hear it.
I was like, people in the chat are just gonna have to let us know if they say anything crazy, or if they talk about Arkansas, or if they shout out Inside Arkansas, if they shout out the Bombastic Podcast, all that stuff.
Yeah. Right now, from my understanding on my closed captioning for the hearing impaired, they're just giving their tributes to Greg Gumbel. So at this point in time,
nice.
so
That's very nice.
Shoe
That's a
buddy.
good call. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna turn. There we go. I got the closed captioning on now.
Yep.
Good call, John.
Yep. Well, if you can't hear, you might as well read.
Yeah. Let's get right into it. Because what do they usually do? They usually announce the top 4 seeds, like the top 1 seeds or whatever, and then they get into bracket by bracket. I'm trying to remember how they do this.
I know they do it they do it by regional
Yeah,
yeah. And yeah, I think maybe they start with the play-in games first.
Maybe so.
Think.
Or the
I don't know.
16s. I don't know. Yeah, we're about to find out. So I didn't see Arkansas on one of those watch parties that they have going on there, which is good. There's no way Cal would want to do that, man.
No, they're at. I did see the picture.
We're getting right into it. Sorry.
Oh, no, I was just saying I saw the picture that they had of the players.
Auburn made it, guys.
Auburn's going to Lexington, huh?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. Quinn said he already booked his trip, so
To Lexington?
yeah. So he'll
What
be
a
happy
stud.
there.
I could have an in-state battle there with Alabama State. I like that.
St. Francis.
Yeah, that'll be the Super Bowl there for Alabama State. So,
By the way, apparently Ole Miss basketball is doing a watch party on the square for their men's basketball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when I tweeted about Ole Miss's baseball atmosphere, I had like 7 people reach out to me and be like, "Oh, there's a watch party for basketball, dude."
I cannot believe Louisville's down at an 8 seed.
Yeah,
that tells you something how they feel about the ACC teams.
Was Louisville just
a 9? So they're off the board.
By the way?
Well, I mean, I guess
like everything I saw had them
Dude,
either
they're
like something.
They're 2 or 3 lines low. That's crazy. That's bad news for North Carolina, is what that is. Michigan is a 5 after that. Yeah, that also tells you that the conference tournaments don't mean anything because they just went on a straight run, man. Yeah. Who's the 12 that gets to face Michigan?
The Arkansas Razorbacks.
Don't.
Dude, that'd be nuts.
Don't.
Oh, UC San Diego. Sorry, boys. That was a cool story, but
the fun's over.
That's a tough one, man. Interesting. So we got Michigan in the same bracket as Auburn. That would kind of be a fun Sweet 16. More Denver games. Oh, Texas A&M. Who's going to beat them?
In Denver.
Yeah.
So there's a potential SEC matchup in the Sweet 16, right? A&M, Auburn.
Yeah. Yeah. Screw it. Yale's going to beat them.
Yeah, that's good. That's a tough, dude. That's a tough 13 seed.
That is
a tough 13 seed, bro.
I got my first upset pick right here. Yale over A&M.
I wouldn't be too bummed to see that happen.
Okay, here we go. Potential here with a 6. Nope, Ole Miss is a 6, so Arkansas won't be in Milwaukee. Okay.
All right. Cross that off.
Does that mean officially we're not going to Milwaukee?
Oh, North Carolina's in?
Wow.
In Dayton? What?
Dude.
No way.
Wow.
So that means Arkansas is like a 5 seed then.
Wow.
No way.
Dude, they wanted them in.
Win.
So I mean, seriously, like if North Carolina made the tournament, that means Arkansas is like in a great situation.
You would think. Hey, you guys see that 7-10 getting ready to come up in Cleveland on Friday.
Yep.
So keep your eyes on it.
Here we go.
Here we go. Marquette, a 7. Okay. No, New Mexico. All right. So that's one of the Clevelands off the board.
Yep. No Cleveland, or at least more than likely no Cleveland.
Wow, New Mexico at a 10. That's kind of lower than I thought. The selection committee never ceases to surprise us.
It's gonna be funny to watch this stuff in real time. Us realize kind of how things are playing out.
Yeah, I cannot believe the North Carolina thing here, man.
Yeah.
So that probably means Texas out, Xavier out, maybe Indiana out. Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe. I mean, I can believe it, but I don't. It's still dumb. Oh boy.
Now I'm afraid we're not gonna know until the very end of this. I was really hoping they'd get that call early, man. But honestly, I like Marquette they were kind of in the middle of the pack on my best to worst matchups rankings there. So, but this is crazy. Like Arkansas could be, hell, they could be in an 8-9 game in the next region. Like with the way some of these seedings are, this is kind of wild. Louisville being an 8 blew me away too. This is that's why it's hard. You should be careful about yelling at those bracketologists, who put out all those projections because you got all the same criteria and everything that you look at. But we win.
Sorry, baseball related.
Did we win,
John? No way, John.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Viva Aloy, Oppo Nuke, 3 runs.
Come on, man.
9 in the top of the 9th. Dude, that dude's a monster. Holy cow, man.
That is legit, dude. Let's go.
Boy, my vibes just turned around. By the way, just while we're filibustering here, they did go to Wiggins in the 8th inning, and he looked great. He shouldn't have given up the run. He issued a 1-out walk, and so with 2 outs, there was a runner on first. Guy beats the shift, hits a ground ball through the left side, scores from first on the single. On basically an infield single, scores from first. Pepe just didn't have a good throw coming out of left field. But man, good to see Arkansas bounce back. And by the way, Curtis, I'm glad that Arkansas didn't get announced basketball right now. I kind of want them to be the last team now. Because think about it, man. If Arkansas gets announced, obviously we're going to be reacting to that, but then we're going to be kind of missing all the following announcement after that. Like I like reacting to the NCAA tournament. These other teams like, oh, there's where A&M's going. There's where so-and-so's going.
Okay, I'm going to put this up here. I think it's kind of updating in real time, but not to the fastest of everything. So
it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Good visual.
See, now I'm in a pretzel though. With like, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, shoot, Arkansas might get an 8-9. There's no way they're going to be in Dayton now.
No,
there's no way.
Well, I shouldn't say that, but
wait, is it not already clinched that they're not? Wait, no, I guess there's 2 11 seeds.
One more game.
I feel like Arkansas is a 9 seed. Like I really do at this point, just based on the very limited information we have. I feel like Arkansas is a 9 seed, which is something I didn't really think was happening.
That'd be nuts, man. And they won't see Auburn, which normally I would be like, great, but they've kind of been going through it here. They've lost 3 or 4. Auburn, good teams, but
Do you think the NCAA tournament committee is taking into account that Arkansas is scheduled to play Duke in November? Don't want to double them up.
Yeah,
it's a possibility.
Yeah. David, I think it's 3 SEC teams out of 16 so far. Not 32. It's just one bracket there.
Every single time they reveal teams, we're going to see an SEC team.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're on pace for 12, I guess, like 3 per bracket or whatever, but there'll be more. I think Vanderbilt's going to Dayton.
Yeah. I know you brought up Curtis, but just it's kind of funny how, like, imagine how pissed I would be if I was an Auburn fan knowing that I have to, like, I could potentially play Louisville in Lexington where they're going to have a ton of fans there. Like, it seems like you kind of got
that's a good point.
Screwed in that.
And if you don't get that, you got to see Kalkbrenner who's like maybe the one defensive big that could hold down Janai Broom.
Yeah.
Mm.
Could absolutely be.
Hey, by the way, do we think that, because everybody, whenever Boogie Flan had that announcement, everyone said, oh, Cal only did that just to help the NCAA tournament seeding and help sway the committee. Do you think he purposely put out the Adu Thero doubtful as a way to kind of caution again and be like, hey, clearly I'm just giving you the information?
Maybe so. It is interesting how that's happened. I'm sure there's
like, how many times have I called? I'm like, I would rather see Adu Thero doubtful, because that means he's like maybe coming back. You know what I mean? I've been calling for him to be doubtful for a while. I'm so happy to see it.
Right. No, they've only announced the first. Did I miss something? Did they announce the other first 4 game? I didn't see it. I saw San Diego State and North Carolina.
They had one of the 16 seed games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry. So yeah, Brandon, they'll have 2 play-in games between 16 seeds, and then there'll be 2 between 11s or 12s, and we're back.
All right. Love this.
Confirmed, Duke is a 1 seed. The ACC champion. Automatic qualifier.
They're going to send us to Raleigh to get ready to see the Dukers.
I think this is Arkansas right here, boys.
I think is this going to be the Hogs?
I think this is the Hogs. We're heading east.
Cooper Flag is definitely not playing against American and/or Mount St. Mary's. Here we go.
Oh, dude, I'm stressed.
It's not Arkansas here.
Oh, no. Nope. We don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Chris Jans gets to lose to Duke before he takes the Iowa Hawkeyes job.
Yeah, if the spread for that, if Mississippi State, I will see who they're playing. If it's Mississippi State Duke, which I don't think it will be, because I think Baylor's going to beat them.
Baylor got a 9?
Whoa.
Dude, Arkansas's got to be in an 8-9 game.
I think at this point, it's trending that way.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
But whatever the spread is for Duke versus either of those teams, really, but especially if it's Mississippi State, I'm taking it.
Wow. Yeah, if Arkansas might be a 5 seed.
Yeah, Baylor was low-key flirting with Dayton. Man, this is nuts.
The Razorbacks are 2 outs away from a series victory.
Nice. Well, John, half of Seattle is off the board here, so
Thank goodness. So I mean, that's it's so pathetic how I am. I'm like, I'm over here. I don't even care about who they play or anything. I don't stress about that. I'm stressed about where it's going to be. It's like,
Providence. I haven't seen anything for Providence yet, so we're gonna have to deal with that. But.
Dude.
All right, here we go. Possibilities here at Denver. Oh, BYU. God, please no.
There ain't no way this is Arkansas here.
Dude.
That would be some dirty work if Arkansas's the 11 right here. I mean, Denver would be sick, but that's a tough draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Commonwealth.
All right.
Sheesh.
Yeah. VCU, BYU,
So
ABC, 1, 2, 3.
So the next one would be, I guess, this Friday Cleveland game, another 7-10 possibility.
This might be the one, boys,
Might be
whenever we get down to that.
Oh man.
Hey, is Shaka Smart, is he like unanimously does he still get like residual credit for VCU? Because they've kind of remained a basketball program.
He kind of does, man.
They were, to my knowledge, I had never heard of them until he was there. Like, did that just happen like him overnight, and now they've just become a consistent basketball power?
Yeah, they've been able to maintain that stuff for sure, man. Shit,
They've had
here we go.
Coaches now.
Right.
Will Wade too.
All right.
Hey, Marys, this is it, y'all.
This is, oh gosh.
It's been like every projection.
Oh.
Drum roll, please.
Oh,
Whoa, Andy, that's not good. That's not good for Arkansas.
Wait, how so?
Vanderbilt having a 10. A lot of people think that it's inevitable that an SEC team goes to Dayton. And so depending on how they value Arkansas and Oklahoma now, it just might be something to keep an eye on. But these seeds have been crazy, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But we're not going to Cleveland after all that planning that we did earlier. So,
of course.
We will not be rocking and rolling. Dude, we can't go to Dayton. I mean, we will if if we need to go to Dayton. But that would be messed up.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine that happening, but
Counterpoint though, to my own point, you don't get that often. Would going to Dayton be nice because you get to ease Boogie Fland into the swing of things?
Hey, listen, I'd be fine with it. Wow.
I mean, we've been talking about it all year. Dayton, it kind of does seem like destiny.
This bracket sucks, by the way.
yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Where does the Dayton regional or the Dayton game? Where does it feed into? Milwaukee.
It depends.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they try to keep it as close to Dayton as possible because it's such a quick turnaround. So like it could be Milwaukee, which seems very much on the table for Arkansas right now, or Lexington, or
Wichita,
Cleveland, I guess. Wichita's a little bit of a hike, but yeah, I don't know.
Arkansas might be a 5 seed, bro. Like I don't know. I just like it's all over the map here. I got no clue.
I mean, if you look at Arkansas and Vanderbilt, basically same record, same quad 1 record, same quad 2 record. Arkansas has, I mean, they've got the same amount of quad 1A wins and everything. Arkansas is better in pretty much all the metrics. And so that's why I'm surprised by this. And again, it makes me wonder if Arkansas will be in an 8-9 now, or if they saw something they like better in Vanderbilt's resume. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I'm not. See, now I feel weird again. I don't have the weird feeling.
Yeah.
Weird
No,
vibes.
Johnny Gonzaga has not been announced yet. And Kansas hasn't either, right? That was
No.
But man, yeah, shoot. I mean, there had to have been 25 brackets that I saw in the last 24 hours that had Arkansas and St. Mary's. So
we
it's a
avoid the
crapshoot,
Gales.
boys.
Well, yeah, St. Mary's, and then a lot of them had BYU. What was the other 7 seeds that they had? Like that.
Well,
Arkansas
Louisville thought Louisville might get one. Creighton, but they were in an 8-9. Marquette, but they're already off. Kansas, Gonzaga. So,
Guys, I don't think Arkansas is in the tournament.
relax.
God, this would shape up to be like one of the funniest streams we've ever done. Like this would be a piece of content that get referenced as much as the Calipari hiring one. It's like, y'all remember when y'all were live for like an hour and a half waiting on a thing and it just didn't happen? That Cal presser tonight to preview the NIT is going to hit like crack. Hey, I would. Is there any chance Arkansas plays Memphis? I see Ojin Jakar says that Memphis kind of possible.
Yeah, if they were at a, well, yeah, I mean, hell, who knows? They could see him in an 8-9 game. They could see him in a 7-10. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of rhyme or reason to some of the seeding right now. So
yeah,
it's kind of hard to say.
Having just watched Memphis this week, because I was watching to make sure they didn't get their bid stolen and all that, they were super shaky in their conference tournament.
Oh yeah, they were playing with fire the entire time.
Yeah.
You got to get those commercials in.
I mean, there's been a lot. And Ole Miss has a tying run at the plate now.
No way.
2 outs, tying run at the plate, couple walks.
Great. That will be the worst thing is Arkansas loses on a walk-off, and then they also get like the Dayton, like all at the exact same time.
Whew. Yeah, the Dayton plus series loss combo plus walk-off grand slam combo is going to be tough.
Yeah, it's going to be, especially when you had 2 outs.
Yeah.
Gosh, I hate life. Ooh, okay. Ooh. One of those things will not happen. So sorry to spoil.
Are you spoiling baseball?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, no, I mean, if you're spoiling it, that probably means good, right?
It is.
I'm,
yeah.
I'm looking at an 0-2 count right now with Baby Wiggins. Just let me live in this moment.
Okay. I'll let you have it.
Also,
I'm really disappointed I didn't since I used piss missiles, I didn't do a piss missile in the sip, like switching the
sip missile.
Yeah, sip missile.
Okay. Here we go. Here we go again.
All right.
Yeah, a B999 said Arkansas versus UConn.
Stop.
That ain't off the table at all.
I don't want that.
It'd probably be in Providence if it happened.
I'm feeling Lexington right now, though. I feel like it's going to be Lexington.
So here's the Houston bracket, who I would rather not see if we could avoid it. But this is Wichita, John.
Okay. Let's see.
SIU Edwardsville. What a prize for getting in, boys.
The last time I can remember Arkansas playing Houston was like over Christmas break one year. Just got their teeth kicked in.
Yeah, I was going to say it didn't go well. 8-9. Oh, boy.
Oh,
beat us, Caleb Battle.
We get the Zags in Wichita.
Caleb Battle.
Reveal it.
Well, they're really taking their time.
I know. Sweet time. I think Andrew froze. So.
Georgia. Okay.
Ew. Gonzaga and Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, that wouldn't make for the.
Dang, no Wichita, huh? Here's the first part of Providence.
That was pretty anticlimactic, the whole Georgia reveal. I didn't like that.
Yeah. I guess Mike White's done a good job.
Oh, Will Wade
live.
Dude.
Will Wade. Okay, Will Wade.
No, they always have a 5-12 upset. So this is what everyone's gonna probably pick. I mean,
Purdue. I see the chat. People are doing the thing. They're getting nervous.
I am too.
I'm not nervous, but only because I really like the chaos.
Yeah,
and I'm enjoying this moment. Where our lives hang in the balance.
Anxious for sure. So
yeah. Now we have to. If they're not in this one, then we got to wait for the final commercial break and all of that to have it happen.
Milwaukee,
6-11 in Milwaukee. That wouldn't be terrible.
A rematch with Illinois, eh?
It'd be unprecedented if they did it, but I'll take it.
It looks like we're going to Lexington, really.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm feeling it. I feel that 7-10 matchup right there is going to be.
Texas got in.
Wow.
Okay, so then Arkansas is a lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Indiana's out.
Yeah, Indiana's out. Wait, Texas, Xavier, and North Carolina got in. So Indiana out, Boise out.
Ohio State out?
Ohio State out.
Yeah. Which Ohio State deserved to be out. What are they? Freaking 17 and 15?
Rodney Terry ain't going down without a fight, Andrew. Hey, there's Kentucky. They're going to Milwaukee.
That's messed up that Kentucky fans get to go to Milwaukee. That's probably such a nice, easy, cool trip for them.
We're getting ready to see that 7-10, aren't we, boys?
Yeah,
I feel like this is going to be it.
Joy to the world. I hope you didn't use that gift card because we're coming back. Mick Cronin?
Oh, UCLA.
Oof.
Flick Mick, if you will.
Oh.
Sheesh, man.
Yeah, it's Dayton, bro. It's Dayton.
Dude.
No, we're not going to Dayton. We already officially know.
Dayton's off the table.
So the other 7-10 game is in Wichita, or is it in?
No, it's in
Providence.
Yeah, we're going to Providence.
I could be wrong. I think it's
the
in
worst
Providence.
possible location. In terms of coolness, in terms of easy to do.
Damn, no Lexington, man. That would have been fun.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah. I've talked myself in real time to all of these destinations as they're popping up. I'm like, Wichita, let's go. Jeez, man. So is Arkansas Are there any 8-9s left?
There's one more.
Yeah.
And then we haven't seen Florida, Bama will probably be the 1-2 in this next bracket.
Yeah, Bama.
We already saw Bama. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
Somewhere.
Did we see Tennessee yet?
They're I think coming up.
Yeah, right there.
They're like
the 2 seed against Wofford.
They're like watch party, so I'm assuming they're up.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know of any.
And it seems like Arkansas and Oklahoma will probably be the 10 and 11 in this next bracket.
One would hope.
Tennessee's going to Lexington. That's right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hey, shout out to the over 1,000 people watching us right now. Y'all are awesome.
Good time.
Be sure to subscribe.
Is that real? Oh, wow.
Yeah. Buy our merch. All that good stuff. Oh, man. I knew it wouldn't be just, easy to go. Like, get right off the bat, you get announced, and there it is.
All the way to the end.
No, yep.
Oh, could you imagine the outrage that, like, if 15 lost Texas, who you swept, got in, and you didn't? It'd be tough.
I think this has played out well, where we've avoided the overlap with baseball. We've had some highs and lows. We've had the rug pulled out from under us. This has been effective.
Yeah.
I
would agree.
Ball of stress.
Arkansas is going to be the literal last team announced.
Mr. Irrelevant, or whatever they call it.
So an 8-9, a 7-10, or a 6-11. That's what we're looking at here.
A lot of commercials going on, man.
At least they're moving, like, they're not stretching it out for a full hour, at least. Like,
yeah.
At least they're not doing that.
We haven't seen St. John's yet, have we?
Mm-mm.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Providence now is.
Oh, man.
Like, of all the places, dude.
Yeah.
Of all the places.
Have you been there, Curtis?
I have not been there, no.
You just kind of been around it?
Sort of. I've never been in Rhode Island.
Gotcha.
But it's very small, so that's not saying much.
You've just spent time in the Northeast, so I'm like, he's probably seen Providence.
I've heard very good things about the city, but it's just like we can't drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We have to figure out flights, which will suck. But
yeah.
Because I'm trying to think what other regions aren't filled out yet. Because I think, have we seen all of Wichita?
See, I don't think we have.
Because I think we have, we've seen all of Lexington and we've seen all of Cleveland, I think. Milwaukee, maybe? Still,
Yeah, well.
I know we saw some of it, but.
Because there's two. Oh, of course, I don't know. I don't know how all this works.
Oh, we are going to get UConn, aren't we? In Rhode Island. That's what they're going to do.
Yep.
You put UConn and St. John's right at home, and you throw Arkansas in there.
It's really nice of them to do.
Trying to think of who the other teams are that we haven't seen yet.
Curtis, are you gonna tweet anything about Providence whenever we land?
Yes, I am.
Here's a look at the city. A real dump, they say.
Oh man.
Kansas, thank you. STL Razor. Drake, we haven't seen yet either. Drake must be the 12.
Give us
maybe Arkansas screwed. Yeah, give us Kansas. That'd be fun. I'd rather Kansas than UConn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just, I'm sick.
Oh yeah, Memphis we haven't seen yet either. Goodness gracious.
I mean, they apparently they haven't revealed that much. My brain just cannot do the math in real time. I'm impressed by how much you guys have been able to be like, oh yeah, there's still one more spot in Wichita, one more spot here. I have zero idea how many teams they've announced. My brain's going a mile an hour, or a mile a minute.
The final regional, right? So
yeah, Florida gets the one.
Okay,
well deserved. Okay, so Raleigh and Seattle here first.
I mean, Raleigh wouldn't be awful, but again, not drivable.
And now, Curtis, this would be them like they have to break the rule, right? Where like no SEC teams can play in the second round.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
they're gonna have to do it, and it's gonna happen here, right?
Maybe so.
I mean, 'cause it's either Arkansas or
Kansas in
Oklahoma.
there.
No, maybe not
Hang
Oklahoma.
on.
Oh, it is
It is
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Oklahoma got a 9.
How?
Goodness gracious, man.
What are they? Weren't they?
Arkansas a 5 seed, dude.
This is wild. Oklahoma got a 9 and Vanderbilt got a 10. Georgia got a 9. I mean,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Texas is
Vandy
an
got a
11.
10 too.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Memphis is in Seattle. That's a trip for them, dude.
Oh, we were just talking about Memphis as a potential 8-9 matchup, and they're a
They
freaking
get a
5.
5. Yeah, this is all over the
What are
place.
we talking about here?
Colorado State, huh?
Jeez. Isn't that crazy? Oklahoma was like, what were they, a 14 seed in the SEC tournament?
Yeah, they were 6-12, right? Or 7-11.
6 and 12. Yeah.
6
Them
and
and
12,
Texas both were 6 and 12.
6-12, and they got a freaking 9 seed. Insane.
Sending Maryland out to Seattle. That's a
That's
whole cross-country deal, bro.
yeah, and they're pissed about it too. You can tell them.
This might be kind of shaping up to a little Arkansas, Kansas action. 7-10.
I'm cool with it, man. I mean, busted their ass once.
Yeah. We're at, okay, we got Wichita on the table and then Providence, and it's Missouri. So we're going to Providence, boys.
It's like
Dude.
official. We're going to Providence. Now the only real question now is Arkansas the 7 or the damn 10? We have
Yeah.
no idea.
This is crazy. They'll probably get Drake, I guess, Missouri.
Yeah.
Dad, man.
And so this 2 is going to be St. John's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, and in Missouri, you talk about the easiest trip ever for those fans.
Right.
Go to Wichita.
Providence,
Have we-
Rhode
have we seen
Island.
Michigan State
Crazy
yet,
work.
though?
I don't think so.
All right, I guess they might be this 3. No.
Oh, Texas Tech. They might have already been up there. So
They're going to be in Providence in the 7-10 game, right? Like that is going to happen, right?
well, shoot, I hope so.
I really hope so.
UNC Wilmington. Shout out to the boys. Here we go. There's the Jayhawks.
Dude.
Here we go, boys.
Dude.
I'll be damned.
Wow.
We'll see y'all soon, Rhode Island.
We're
Never
going
a doubt.
Madison.
Never a doubt. Give us Bill Self and then give us Rick Pitino. We ain't worried about nothing.
Slaying the legends. Oh man, dude, all these folks in the same, like Bill Self, John Calipari, and Rick Pitino, all in the same area. That's gonna be awesome. I mean, it's tough that we're traveling to Providence, but I'm okay with this draw. You know what? Like we kind of knew there was all these different options. I'm cool with this draw.
So, do we know if Arkansas was to advance? I guess that would mean they'd have to play in Newark for the Sweet 16. Gross.
Would we just stay up in the Northeast or what?
I mean, consider how. I mean, we almost have to.
Yeah.
Like,
We'll go stay with Curtis's family.
yeah. Stay with my buddy Bo Pappin. He's up there in New York.
Hey, I do not hate the Kansas matchup at all. They're stinky, man.
I
They're
don't either.
stinky.
And you already beat them once in a game that
downhill.
counted. So,
Mhm.
St. John's, though, gotta be honest, not feeling it.
Not ideal. No, certainly not. But I like it just from a storyline standpoint, and it's just going to be fun. And I feel like St. John's has been a team that like the nation has kind of gotten behind. And so anytime you're playing against a team like that, it's pretty cool. Legendary coaches. It's going to make for some fun content, fun stories. You know, you're in the dance. That's all you needed to do was get us in the dance and win a game. Now let's have some fun.
14, boys, 14 SEC teams make the NCAA tournament. I guess Indiana got left out, so Mike Woodson's officially out of a job. Xavier got left out. I don't remember who else on the bubble. Boise State, whatever. But yeah, there you have it. Listen, I don't hate this, man. I mean, Dickinson will obviously play this time around, and he's really good in there. So, like Z Jonas, good luck with that, but he's also a shiv defensively. So, that could be something that we can keep an eye on there, but, DeJuan Harris is what he is, but they got all those transfers that just didn't pan out, man. Like they went out and got AJ Storr and Rylan Griffin from Bama, and they just look loaded. They were everybody's preseason number 1, and both those guys have been bust. Y'all thought Nelly was a bust. Look at these dudes. So 12 losses for Kansas is almost unheard of. In fact, I don't know that Bill Self's ever done it. So if you're going to get them in the NCAA tournament, this is probably a pretty good time to do it.
We also get to do the bit about the rematch because Arkansas and Kansas obviously played in the NCAA tournament not too long ago. You remember when Boogie Flan kind of busted DeJuan Harris's ass?
Well, I do. Yeah. DeJuan Harris had like 26 in that one, but yeah, he did. He did give him the business. Oh, West Virginia was out.
Ooh.
That's cool. Wow.
Yeah, Xavier's in a play-in.
Yeah, Xavier's in the play-in. West Virginia got left out. Okay. Dang. Woo.
Oh gosh.
John is so stressed right now.
Yeah, John, talk to us, buddy. Are we where
Yeah,
we
let
at?
it out,
Where we
man.
at in the
Yeah.
process now?
How you feeling? Are you okay?
I hate flying,
I know, man. I know.
but hey, it's got to happen though. It's got to happen.
Yeah.
Um,
Jeff Goodman said the bar scene in Providence is elite. So
oh, good.
Really?
Well, yeah. Let's take his side. The one thing he does know is about bar scenes. I can tell you that.
And that was Thursday, Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got to get out of here Tuesday. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Hey,
I'm going through all that right now and just already just checking it all out.
we
How's
don't
the
know what
chat
time
feeling?
the game is yet, right?
Not yet. No, they'll announce that probably in the next hour or two.
Providence, home of Billy Donovan, home of Doris Burke, home of someone else, I feel like. Ed Cooley.
Ed Cooley, Rick Pitino. Did Pitino coach there before he went?
I'll take your word for it.
I think he did. Yeah. Because didn't Billy Donovan also start at Providence? Wasn't he the coach of Providence, I think, before he went to Florida?
Maybe that's
Yeah,
what I
he
was
would.
thinking
He
of.
played
Yeah,
Billy Donovan, I'm pretty sure played at Providence.
Let's see. Hey, Dre's in here. He said it's a
Hey.
great draw, minus St. John's, who you'd play in the second game.
Well, look.
But here's the thing about. I was just gonna say, here's the thing about St. John's. They suffocate you, man. They make you uncomfortable defensively. They also can't shoot a lick. So, and Arkansas's top 20 in the country defensively themselves. I worry about, I don't know, scoring 50 on those dudes the way they guard, man. But gotta get through Kansas first. That's not gonna be an easy feat.
Well, that's another thing is like there's a game before you play St. John's. Like, of course, we'll just be happy to get to that game. Of course, if Arkansas wins the game, we'll consider that a success. I also feel like once that moment comes, if Arkansas goes out there and digs deep, beats Kansas, by the time that St. John's games happens, we will have built up so much confidence. We will have talked ourselves so far in and be like, oh yeah, these guys can't shoot. We got athletes. We're good.
John. Yeah.
I mean, listen, I
love you, man.
I know. It's just I was just hoping, just once.
Well, we had pretty much done the thing where we were like, hey, as long as they're not in Seattle or Providence, we're Gucci. And so now we got to really figure out all of our logistics and everything. But
very much not Gucci.
Yeah.
Yep. It's and it's just one of those things where it's just like, the quick turnarounds, which we all, know and love, but that's part of it, man. It's part of the journey is getting there. So we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna find a way.
Yeah, boy.
You know what they always say? Hog fans travel well, even in Rhode Island. Do we have anybody? I mean, there's over 1,000 people watching here. We got some folks that are. I see. Unbiased Brim. He's gonna be there in Providence. Anybody else gonna be there in Providence? Anybody who travels, we gotta like congregate Hog fans. We have to all link up at the same place and all that. Obviously, you want to do that no matter what, but especially here where there's going to be like 37 of us.
Yeah, no kidding, man. There were more Razorback fans than I expected when they were in Buffalo, but it wasn't much. It wasn't a lot there. So this is fascinating. But the other thing about it is Cal will probably have a lot of his people there, which will be beneficial. So coming over from the PA or whatever, you know.
Yep.
Shout out to our guy Sharkensaw. He says the Patino Cal Vice documentary matchup is destiny because both those coaches are doing the thing. That's going to be cinema for sure.
Oh yeah. Oh
we got let's see, we got Aaron in here. He says, booking my trip now. See you there, boys. I like that. We're getting ready to do that. We're getting ready to do that as soon as we wrap up.
John, is that what you're doing like right now?
Yep. I'm going through it and just trying to get the best deal, you know, and the most affordable way of getting there. So, but we're gonna make it happen, one way or the other.
Might be flying out of Tulsa.
Yeah, it's just a matter of figuring out because Providence is just not an easy place to get to. Like that's just the thing. If it was New York City or whatever, straight in there, it'd be one thing, or Denver, it'd be one thing. But yeah, but getting to Providence, certainly a tougher way to get in, at least. So,
what's the drive looking like? About 18 hours?
Yeah, let's look at the drive.
I pulled it up on MapQuest a while ago and it wouldn't load.
They were like, "No, you're not driving."
Yeah, if we were to drive to Providence, it would be just a mere
16 hours.
22 hours.
22 hours.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, we probably don't want to do that.
Y'all gonna be ready to go in an hour?
Yeah, but we better hit the road, man.
Get to driving.
Listen, travel be damned. We're gonna have a great time. This is about to be a special week, regardless. Our first of these rides with Cal, and the NCAA tournaments have been kind to Arkansas. I mean, every time Arkansas has been in the last decade, we've had fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've had some good luck for it. So I'm hoping that the luck continues, and we can still have fun with it. And we've at least in the past few times, Arkansas once again. It's crazy too. Like Arkansas once again is doing a Thursday game start, so like they just do not want Friday games.
Yeah,
for whatever reason. So
it's crazy how that is, but like this is good for some of the players too. I mean, Boogie, EJ, Adu, like they're all going to be up there, much closer to home.
Yep.
So that'll be good. So there, actually, we might wind up having a pretty decent contingent there of like, recently adopted Razorback fans, at least.
Oh yeah.
And like you mentioned the Cal aspect, there'll be tons of people there that are like, I'm a Cal guy. I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Steven in here, he says, man, West Virginia got hosed. I think so too. I mean, they had some pretty elite level wins there. And for North Carolina to be 1-2, I mean, that's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
that's nuts, man.
We always kind of say it jokingly where we're like, hey, you got Cal as your coach. Like, that's going to help you whenever you're on that bubble. And we say it kind of jokingly, but with North Carolina, if you just take the names off of these schools and just go by resumes, 0 times out of 100, they're in the NCAA tournament. It just doesn't make any sense. They didn't win any good games. Like, they didn't do anything down the stretch. I just don't understand. But, got to do what you got to do if you're the NCAA tournament committee. Got to sell tickets.
Oh, wow. Is this real? From Sean Sanders, said St. John's didn't play one team currently in the Kim Pom top 25, Paper Tiger. It's interesting. I know that was one of the things, because what are they like? Was their record stupid? It was like 30-4 or something, but they weren't in the conversation for a 1 seed because they didn't have enough high-end wins. And heck, they might not have in the biggies because like Creighton's not up there. UConn's not up there like they usually are. And then I don't know if they did a whole hell of a lot in non-conference besides lose to Georgia. So, I think maybe they beat Baylor in that, or did Baylor beat them? I remember it was a crazy game because we were at the Leroy watching it, but at any rate.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely get behind the Paper Tiger premise, I don't know if it's actually like, if it really applies, like I'll really have to dive deep into St. John's and decide how I feel about them. They've been a lot of fun to watch, but I definitely think there's something to be said about the being battle tested. And of course, Arkansas has been through so many close games all year long. I don't know, St. John's has played their fair share of close games. I know they had some good battles with Marquette, but I think that if you're an Arkansas fan talking yourself into that, I think that's where the premise starts is, hey, Arkansas's faced so many tournament teams. I would be interested to see the discrepancy in record of like Arkansas versus tournament teams. They've just played so many, whereas St. John's probably has a good record, but they're like probably 4-2 against tournament teams or something like that.
Right.
So it'll be very interesting to like. I think if you're a Hog fan doing the mental gymnastics, there's a pretty clear path to it. Like you can talk yourself into it, and by the time Arkansas gets to that game, if they do, it'll be very easy.
Yeah, and it's going to be a battle with Kansas. Like I would be very surprised if this was a double-digit game either way. Like I think it's going to be a really close game, and like like I said, if this is your opportunity to catch Kansas, take it. Take it. You beat a much better Kansas team a couple years ago in the NCAA tournament. So,
yep,
yeah.
Damn, West Virginia, I can't get over that, dude. It's crazy.
No press Virginia in this year's tourney.
It's tough. Tough scenes, boys. I can't. Rodney Terry, man, he's just he's on cloud 9 right now,
hanging by a thread, man. Yeah, a lot of hot seat talk. I mean, you mentioned Indiana, like them or Texas. One of those coaches was going to be in some serious trouble. Yeah, that's. I mean, it's a brutal time of year. Turns out the SEC tournament, maybe it does matter because Texas got in.
Yeah, we got some people going. Sean Alexander says he lives in Boston. He plans on being there. That's cool.
Love that.
On Bias Brim, an hour and a half drive to the game for him. So,
oh yeah, he's up there. I completely forgot that he's like in the Northeast.
What else we got? Yeah, a lot of people saying I don't know about Rhode Island, but maybe somewhere else.
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. Where like everything outside of the destination, I'm pretty much cool with. Like, I don't think St. John's is a great matchup, but like you're playing like the 2 seeds. Look at them. Are you really going to be psyched to play any of those 2 seeds? Not really.
They're all good, right?
Right. That's where I'm like, you're not going to be like, oh yeah, we got this one. And I think Kansas is probably about as decent as a 7 seed matchup as you're going to get, especially with the way they finished the year. And so I think there's definitely some optimism there. I bet Arkansas is only going to be like a 2-point underdog against Kansas, I should say.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. It's probably going to be a pretty close line there. What do we know about Omaha? Should we get into the scouting report on them?
I know it's somewhere in Middle America.
Somewhere in Middle America. It'd be wild if they did the thing. They won that Summit League, though, so I'm just guessing right off the top, if you win the Summit League, you got a really good offense. Like, they probably shoot really well from 3, and, that's about it. So,
yeah, man, I can't wait. I mean, obviously, we reacted in real time to a lot of these tourney things, but I'm excited to, like, get at, like, just really look at it and just start making my brackets, start really dissecting it, and getting these takes ready to roll, because it's the ultimate time of year. I mean, for us, of course, because we're going to be busy, but for everyone watching, it's like going to work. This is primetime ball talking at work season. You got to have your takes about which 11 seed you think is scrappy, which 12 seed's going to make a run, all that kind of stuff. I can't wait for all this.
Oh, yeah. David said we get an Adu versus Mickelson rematch. Yeah, those guys played, I think it was Maui maybe last year. And if I remember correctly, Adu had a pretty nice game offensively. I think Hunter Dickinson had like 18 rebounds. He had like 20 and 18. Like it was stupid. So they'll have to not let that happen again. But I wonder if Big Z's long freaking arms could impact some things down there with Dickinson.
I'm also just excited to see what this team's like vibes are going to be like, because they're going to get so much time. I mean, they played Thursday, and now they're going to play on Thursday this week, like full week off. I wonder if that's going to be beneficial to this Arkansas team, kind of what their vibes are going to be like if we get to see that practice the day before.
Yeah, no, exactly right, man. Aaron's worried about John. He's
for sure.
This is cool. I wish they were somewhere else, but this is cool.
Yeah.
Feel good about
John,
it.
thank God you got the air tags, though.
Yeah. Thank God. Thank God for that. So, it's I hate flying. That's all I'm gonna say. I just hate flying, and it sucks. But for this, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great, and it's gonna be totally worth it. That's the most important thing.
I mean, lightning can't strike twice in a row, John.
True.
Like,
especially if we're flying on a different airline. So
this is also true.
That helps. Big time helps.
Oh man. All right. Well, we've gone for an hour. We got it. By the way, folks, we got a John Calipari press conference around 6:45. So I'll make sure to record that and get it uploaded to our YouTube channel so you can come back and see that and hear what he has to say about the draw. I'm sure he'll talk about Boogie. I'm sure he'll be asked about Adu. We'll see what he says about that. If you didn't see Rostein's report, Adu Thero's doubtful for Arkansas's first game at the NCAA tournament. Take that for what you will. Either he's probably not playing or, well, he has been out and now he's doubtful. So does that mean he's doing some things? I don't know. We'll see if Cal gives us any information at all about that. But any final thoughts, guys, before we get out of here and start planning our adventures?
My final thoughts would be just that I'm excited. One, we get the kind of, we knew Arkansas was in, but seeing their name pop up the way it played out, there was definitely some tension in the air. It's just cool to see your name pop up. And like we've kind of said a long time for you leading into this thing, you just got to get in, and then everyone's just as dangerous. Everyone's 0-0. And, it's crazy. You look at some of these teams that are a 3 or 4 seed, and you're like, oh, man, tough draw for them. And then you look at some of these 10 and 11s, and you're like, kind of don't hate their draw. And so it's a fun time of year, and I'm just glad Arkansas is in the mix. And make no mistake about it, Arkansas earned the right to be here. They did the work. They got themselves here. And so who knows how long this story is going to end up playing out with this team, but I'm excited that we get to watch it firsthand. And it's going to be fun, man. And we will find a way to make Rhode Island the most poppin' NCAA tournament destination.
Let's get it.
Yep. It's going to be fun. So be sure you lock in at Inside Arkansas because nobody else is going to have better coverage than us. Just saying.
That's a fact.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's easy. Yeah. That's easy work.
Exactly. All right, folks. Well, we're going to get out of here. We're going to get this stuff planned out. Again, make sure you check back here in an hour 15, and we'll have Calipari's press conference put up there for you. Tap in. I don't want to put work into your body there, Andrew. Are you doing a bombastic for?
Yes, I was good. I almost interrupted you to be like, wait a minute.
Gotcha.
There is going to be some type of bombastic recap of what was a chaotic Ole Miss series. Game 3 was just as crazy as the first 2. A lot of offense, a lot of fun stuff to dive into. And so we will do all that. I'm not as sad about the series win as everybody else seems to be. People are pissed about it. So I look forward to reading the comments, but definitely going to be doing that. So we'll have that and the Cal presser tonight. And so still some good content coming your way on a Sunday night.
Yeah, no doubt about it. First thing in the morning, we'll have some quick hits, little rapid reaction from this for the Pod at the Palace. And then make sure you tune in for Inside Arkansas Live tomorrow at noon. I'm sure we are going to be talking a lot about this, and we'll do our little fun bracket deal at the end of the show there. That'll be a lot of fun. And then just stay locked in with us. Once we get to Providence, we're going to have a lot going on. So we should be able to get down there and get coverage from practice. We should be able to get into the locker room the day before the game and get you guys some stuff from there. And then knock on wood, we got a lot of logistics figured out quickly, but hopefully we can get out and about in the town and do some live shows and stuff. It'd be a lot of fun, but we'll keep you guys posted. Appreciate everybody for hanging out with us during this. This is a lot of fun. Yeah. Seeing the chat freak out as we were freaking out until the next to last game of the entire bracket finally revealed Arkansas in there. But thank you guys again for rocking with us. Make sure you get subscribed where you need to get subscribed, but we're out of here. So for John Neighbors, Andrew Ellis, and Curtis Wilkerson with Inside Arkansas, y'all have a good day. We'll see you in the morning.